jump over here. Okay. So we're real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might have to do it like that. So slightly farther over. Makes a little bit more sense. Like that. So brush back there. Oops. Let's do it this way. Just check and make sure that's like that. Okay. So this goes back over here. Let's do that. Like that. This is on a separate layer, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Actually, that's not terrible, but it's not right. Computer's getting upset with me because I keep doing it over and over again. Let's see. It's not stopped though because I'm not guessing. That's weird. There we go. I think that might be it. There we go. Hey, what's up? Pro Troll. How's it going? Nope. No. Yeah. That's good. Let's see. Actually, that's not too bad. Let's just use that. There we go. I think that. Let's come here. I think that kind of sets up all the lines. Round that off a little bit. It's not too bad. Okay, so that might be all the stuff for him for the most part. Currently doing the same activity. Oh, that's awesome. So you're drawing. Oh yeah, so I need to fix his eyes and the triangle on the helmet and add the teeth to the smile. What are you drawing? Okay, so let's go. Just ditch. Actually, that one's not too bad. I might be able to fix that. Oh, nice. Slimes are cool. Something like that, I think. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That's always fun. Everyone, I did a warm up with some emotes. Yeah, I might just have to scratch that. Not too long ago. I kind of do that stuff like emotes when I have no idea what to do. Because it's something somewhat interesting. So is that gonna look better if I go out farther? Like that. Not necessarily. Okay. Just bring it out a little bit though. Is it like the typical slime where it's like a little raindrop shape with different faces? That's actually not too bad. I wonder if I bring it out. If I do that, and then go in and back. Like that, maybe. Lips with different faces. Okay, yeah. So kind of that like classic slime shape. Let's see. It's not the worst thing I've done, but it's not my favorite. Let's just, okay, so let's just move on, try the other eye. There we go. Nope. Okay, so I might actually, I kind of like that. So I might keep that, let's see. Let's do that. Try and smooth that a little bit. So I kind of like that little thing because it kind of shows that he has like a muzzle. So let's do that. Let's do that on the other side as well. Actually, at this point, let's just ditch this. I'm gonna lasso that eye that I like and copy it and flip it, and then we'll adjust it a little bit so it's not the exact same eye. Because it's way better than actually. Let's see. Let's grab it. Okay, so Control T. There we go. Flip horizontal. Let's see. That looks totally weird. What is up? Bearable Toast. Interesting name. Action. Perspective lines. What exactly? Sorry. What exactly are you trying to draw with using perspective lines? I mean, perspective lines themselves aren't that difficult. What is it that you need help with exactly? That's not too bad right there. That's not bad at all. I need to analyze a picture for my essay, and I can't determine what perspective it is in. It's called Liberty Leading the People. That so let me see real quick. That one, I mean, I think it kind of depends. So I mean, yeah, perspective lines with people is a difficult thing. I would say, like, technically speaking, it would be a single point perspective. Although it's kind of weird because the buildings in the back are kind of almost flat on top, which is weird. And then the crowd kind of goes down and in to the hip of the lady Liberty. So that would kind of point toward more than one vanishing point. More than, yeah, I don't know. That one's a tough one. It's a lot easier with like landscapes and buildings to tell like what kind of perspective it is. But what I would do is I would trace lines across the tops of the buildings, and then put lines over like the crowd there, and then I don't know, it's weird. Well, the thing with like people, yeah, I'd say yeah, 1 point perspective technically. Um, but yeah, the main subject has one perspective, and then the crowd is almost on another perspective, and the buildings way in the back are a different one. But overall, I'd say it's a 1 point perspective with the top of the head of, or the arm of the Liberty leading the people would be where it comes together, and then down on the other side of the boy. So that would be like a 1 point perspective, technically speaking. I don't think you would be wrong saying that's a 1 point perspective. Again, it's kind of one of those weird ones. Sorry. Um, where it has like perspective on 1 point, and then it kind of has its own little ones. Like Pro Troll said, it's kind of got its own set of rules. It's got 1 point perspective, but it also has different 1 point perspectives in the background that are, yeah. But overall, I would say 1 point perspective is the gist of what it is, just because it's all kind of culminating to that 1 point at like the Liberty lady leading the people. So I would say 1 point perspective. So if you drew a line from her hand down over the people and her hand down over the boy, it would bring it all. Yeah, it's strange in old paintings like that. Um, you never really know. I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it could be kind of whatever it wants to be, because these people were so good at what they were doing that they made their own rules at some point. Something they kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's weird because like the crowd in the back kind of tilts down a touch, so it's almost on its own perspective. But if you go from, let's say, the top of my head would be her hand, it kind of like comes down over the crowd. It's weird. Again, it's just kind of whatever it is. It's one of those weird things where, again, they kind of at some point got so good at what they were doing, they made their own rules. uh, there you go. I wasn't even paying attention to the clouds, but that makes sense. Yeah, and I don't think you would be wrong, like saying 1 point perspective or like something different either. It just depends on how you see the painting. Again, I would say overall it's a 1 point, just because with people and like characters, it's hard to set up like perspective grid. Because they're organic, which means they're not flat shapes all put together. It's like buildings. Buildings, it's really easy to tell what kind of perspective you have set up from there. Glad I could help, and thank you for following. I appreciate that. And tell your friends or whatever if they like art. I do art. Mondays and Thursdays. Yeah. It's weird when you get into like the Renaissance stuff and like older masters, like not even as far back as Renaissance, but just like older master painters. They do what they want and somehow it works. But if you were to try and do that, for some reason it would look weird. And I really hope your teacher wouldn't get too crazy about something like that. I feel like it's more of trying to get you to see with more of an artist's eye as opposed to like make sure you're right kind of situation. At least I would hope so. Come on. Stop. There we go. And next one, yep. Just, there we go. There we go. We're good. Just wanted to fix the nose. Okay, so I've got the eyes. I like where the eyes are. Like I said, I kind of adjusted it when I copied it and flipped it. So now it looks like it kind of belongs on the face again instead of just being thrown there. Let's see if I can't kind of clear that little bump that I don't like in that eye. There we go. Okay, so the eyes I think are pretty good. Need to fix this triangle and add the teeth in. So look real quick, I'll do the teeth. Just okay. I dig that. I think that looks sweet. So we can get this a little bit better. Maybe that. Let's do it. Too far. Okay, and then I can kind of clean that, knock that back. Oh. Okay. So we are on that same layer, so that's good to know. Good to know what layer you're on, since I have so many. Okay, so let's, that. Okay. Nope. Don't do that. I think that looks really nice. Now we just need to something kind of like that. There we go. All right. Hit this. Getting a little too. There we go. It's not too bad. Do that. There we go. I actually kind of like that little turn up there. I think I'll leave that one. No problem. Unbearable toast and ultra toast. You are welcome. Feel free to come back anytime. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. No. Okay, so I think that's okay. So yeah, that's better. Oh, I don't know why sometimes it works the way I want it to, and other times it does not. I mean, I understand why, because I'm taxing it a little bit with what I'm doing, but I wish it would be nicer to me. Okay. Clean these little things up here. All right, I think that's pretty much. Oops. Everything that needs to be fixed line wise, except for this triangle here, which I can do right now. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna real quick just grab that. I'm gonna copy that. Whoops, not that many. Okay, so let's drag this over here. We are going to put it horizontally and like that. Okay, so now we need to adjust it up, over, and yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work at all for what I want. Nope. So let's just delete that. Oh, enter. Now let's delete it. Okay, so let's actually, better idea. Let's just grab this one and adjust it, because it already fits on the helmet the way I want it to, in the perspective I wanted. Just need to make it a little bit better. I think that might be it right there. I think that works. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. So real quick, let's just clean that little corner up. Clean this little corner. All right, I think the lines are pretty well done. Let's just do that real quick. Kind of like that. That little bump. I think that's nice. Little something extra, I think. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, finally not working on the hands. I'm actually, believe it or not, I think I may be done with the line art. But you did miss it. I moved this hand a little bit, so you showed up after I was working on the hands. But okay, so I fixed the triangle on his helmet. I've got triangle on his arm done. I've got that. I think we are ready to move on to flat colors. About time. All right. Okay, but before I do that, real quick, that's that eye, and that is the arms. We need to real quick. We need to combine things now. So let's move T-bone up. And merge layers. There we go. Now we're all down on one layer. Okie dokie. It's still the first time I joined where you weren't working on hands. Yeah, it's definitely a start. Well, I'll take the win. Now let's see. Let's do this. Wonder. Okay, so let's grab. Undo that. There we go. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll get this right. I haven't been able to get this whole selecting thing done correctly yet. I'm still working on it. So let's see if this time it works out or not. Because I just want to get, okay, yeah, all of that. And then I want to, let's hold on, let's see. That, no, that doesn't give me what I'm looking for. Select, what is the inverse give me? Whoops, no, don't do that. Jump over here. Okay, so that. Okay. Select. Jump back out of this. Select inverse. Jump back in here. Okay, so that is selecting everything on the. It's blocking out everything on the. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, let's. Jump over here, brush. Yeah, okay, so let's jump this way up. We're just going to blip, 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 blip. Give it a second to catch up. I wonder if, let's do, hold on, real quick, let's jump back over to quick selection. Nope. That's good. Man, like, making YouTube videos isn't easy. I don't care what people say, it's not. Okay. So, let's see. Boop. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. All right. Hey man, I hope it does. I think that'd be awesome for you. I think everyone should do what they are passionate about. Even if, like for me, at least for right now, it's kind of just on the side. Not doing it for money, but you know, it is what it is right now. I kind of go by what one of my teachers said when I was taking his class in college. It's like, as long as I'm making art, then, you know, the degree wasn't a waste. That's the big takeaway for me. True. Yeah, because I mean, at one point he was delivering pizzas, but he was still making art, and he's like, yeah, as long as I'm making stuff, then it doesn't really matter. I'm like, that is a great way to look at it. And art is a great hobby. For sure. I definitely want it to be a little bit more than that, but you know, if someone doesn't, that's totally cool. You don't have to want it to be more than that. But I definitely I do. I think it'd be awesome to have this as my hobby. I mean, as my actual job, not my hobby. There we go. And all I'm doing is just working at it. That's all you can do. Just work at it, work at it, work at it. Alright, we got a little bit of stuff on this leg. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of going through and masking stuff. I'm trying to mask it as well as I can. I think for the other one I might just manually, like, better and like do it just drawing it in, but we'll see. I wish I was better at this part. It would go a lot faster, but everyone starts somewhere. Not too far. Yeah. Okay. Hey. I mean, that 100% true. It could always be worse. Yeah. Okay, let's cut it down. Yeah, not everyone understands like the language that you use when you're talking about stuff like that. Like, this is bad, but it could be worse. Sounds bad to some people. For sure. But of course, like, when someone says, you know, oh, I'm living the dream, that's not always a positive thing either. Sometimes people say that when they're miserable, and it's more sarcastic than real. So what I'm doing right now, if you don't know, is I'm going in and I'm masking my the inside of my character so that I can paint more freely when I get to that part, not have to worry about not being in the lines, because this will keep me in the lines no matter what, as a mask. And then I can separate out the different colors and all that later after I get this all done. Like I'll put down one giant one giant color layer, and then I will go in and I will adjust. I will do like each color individually from there. And by no means is this the best way to do it, but it is one way to do it. I'm sure there are much better ways. I think even just manually masking it with color first for me is easier, so I might just do it that way on the other one. We'll see. But right now I'm just going in and I am getting rid of this outside bit, which I think is the deselected area. I don't recall exactly if the pink is the selected or deselected. It always confuses me. I mean, not always. Sometimes it's confusing. I forget because, you know, it happens. Go away. I guess I'm just gonna well, yeah. I mean, everyone kind of has their own style, their own way of talking. Like, no one's gonna fully understand everything. Hard time accepting that I'm an introvert. Yeah, I mean, being an introvert, like, I like going to parties sometimes, you know, like it's one of those things where, like, on occasion it's nice. Like I want to go and hang out with people and whatnot, but yeah, it's not always the best. And I mean, I don't go out very often, so there's another thing. Like it's just like, it's nice to do it every once in a while, and then because at the very least you want people to ask you, you know, like that's always nice when people ask you to, like, go out and hang out. And if you say no all the time, then they stop. It's a whole thing. But yeah, like, I mean, I much prefer being inside and not dealing with people and all that fun stuff. Okay, so let's do this now. So yeah, again, I don't really know if this is deselected area or selected area off the top of my head. I just know oh, what? Yeah, the parties I went to is the university where people are in a big, yeah. Yeah, I mean, also I could see it. It's just not going into the chat. It's the whole thing. It's just easier for me to monitor people's junk that way. Yeah. Other people can't, but you know what? I see it, so I can answer you, and that's all that matters. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. I feel like Yeah, I mean, those kind of parties were never really that exciting to me either. Believe me, in real life, I use that and so much more all the time. Okay, let's just, yeah. I'm just gonna push it into that line a little bit. I don't want to go all the way to the edge. But I do want to include a little bit of the line so it overlaps when I'm painting, so I don't have to worry about little white gaps and stuff on my junk. Okay. I just try to keep the actual stream and stuff a little bit more family friendly, I guess. Oops, a little too far out. There we go. Like, I don't want some kid not to be able to watch it for whatever reason. Their parents are crazy like mine were about language and all that. Could choose I would want to change to that would be interesting. Australian accent is an interesting accent. Australian and New Zealand accents, Kiwis, those Kiwis, they have some interesting accents for sure. Some people say I sound Australian or New Zealand when I speak English. That's interesting. Okay. Kind of I mean, English is a weird language, I feel like. Definitely one of the harder languages to learn because there are so many rules that break rules. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who confuse like Australian and British for sure, which is weird because they're pretty significantly different. And then even an Aussie accent to a New Zealand accent is quite a big difference, I feel like. I want to go. Yeah, I feel like this is taking a lot longer than if I had just painted it by hand originally with just a color. Yeah, that's weird. I guess people don't typically hear a lot of Danish English, I guess. Danish accented English speakers. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. I don't know. Something like that. That might be it. Oh, that's weird. Maybe you just have that unique of a English like accent when you're speaking. It's quite interesting. Okay. That is pretty good. Okay. I'm almost done doing this tedious work. Yeah, honestly, I might just hand do the other one with color first instead of just doing it this way. I feel like this takes longer for me. Really need to learn a better way to do this. Ah, interesting. Let's just knock that back. And we'll just knock that back a touch. There. I think that is all of the areas I need. So now let's jump away. Clear all this junk that I don't need. Let's see if this did what I wanted it to. You never know. Let's see. All right, so okay, cool. So I've got that. Let's jump back out here. So yes. So now I need to select the inverse of that. Inverse. Okay, so now let's do. Need a new layer. I'll put that underneath there, and we will. Ta-da! All right. So there's that one. All right, so T-bones, flat mask. Let's do flat mask. So now let's do it this way on Razor. See, I think this is just, it's faster for me. Just kind of bulk through this, and it kind of takes care of the getting in the lines kind of situation, that whole bit. All right, so that's majority of it done. And then we just shrink it up and go in there and finish it up. Real quick, let's just cut that bit out because I know we went into there. Cool. Well, have fun. Thank you for stopping in and seeing what's up, man. I'm gonna try and get this all knocked out real quick and maybe even start putting the flats down before I'm done. So just hit that like that, whatever. I appreciate it. I'm here Mondays and Thursdays, so hopefully see you next time. Yeah, I feel like this is just, for me, this is faster. Just coloring it in, not worrying about the, like, getting all the other stuff going. Like, I feel like this is faster. It cuts out that middle set part where I have to select stuff and deselect stuff, and because I end up doing this anyway, I feel like. Looks like I have a little bit to clean up right there. Oh, I need to fix the tip of that tail too. That doesn't look right. Nope. I'm outside the line. Nope. Okay, jump up here real quick. Let's just. There. That's better. That's cool. Didn't mean to cut into that. Okay, I think that's cleaned up. We're good there. Back over here. Bump this up. All right, so we are making some progress. Clear this little section out. Let's see, yeah, there is a little space right there. So that's okay. So we need to clean that up. Right there, we missed that little bit where that crossover happens. And right there, because this is above that sketch layer, so anything that's showing up in the pink is going to need to be fixed, which is fun. Actually, I'm gonna back that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's see. shrink it down a touch, grab that. Oh, I need to fix that, because that overlap doesn't need to be there. Grab that. Okay. That real quick. Put that back up. Cover a little bit more. All right. And oh, still got a little bit more down there. So once I finish this, then I'll go in and kind of clean those lines up a little bit better, because it's hard to tell that that was going on before. All right, so got that. Let's jump eraser liner. Okay. And this is my eraser, right? Yes, cool, cool. Let's look. Shrink that touch, hit that. Some little bumpy bits I don't love. Face that. Okay, now I know what that is. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's clean this up. Okay. Got it. Here. Nope. Okay. There we go. Nope. Missing a little tiny little spot there. I need to paint that in. A little bit down. Gonna have to clean that up a little bit too. There we go. Some small spots that we need to clean up. There we go. There. Okay. All right. So let's see, jump up over here. Oh, no. Grab that and maybe right there. All right, so now grab that real quick. Oops. Better, I think. Okay. There we go. A little bit better. And the hand is a little rougher than I'd like. There we go, that one's fine. Okay, let's just... There we go. Better. Okay. All right, I will say that is good. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. So let's go in right here. Oops. No. This is supposed to be empty. That is the empty bit. And that, whoops, is supposed to be filled in. There we go. That's better. Now our two heroes are all filled in. Oh. Now I have things that I can do. I guess 12, 13. Okay, so real quick, let's zoom out. T-Bone has the colors. Alright, so let's grab that bright red. So bright red is going to be on straps. Okay, so I need to put I need to put a strap in. Okay, real quick though, let's just, there's that. Let's grab that. That. Okay, and then got the orange and yellow shadow. Okay, so let's do that. And then no, still doing that. Something in mind with that for those colors. Again, stop doing that. Gosh. Actually, that would be kind of the shadow for the inner ear. Okay, so that's most of everything. I think the nails and stuff are kind of pretty much the same color as the stripe. Okay. All right. So we've got our colors. Let's go back over here. Let's grab the black. Okay, so let's zoom in. Let's erase that. Okay. There we go. Got our shops in. We're all good to go. No. Yeah, no. Undo that. Right. Okay, so I want to do living mask. Yeah, okay. Good. So I'm just going to do the red bits on this one. I'm going to kind of erase that back a little bit for the parts that we don't want, where there's a little bit of spill out on stuff. Because unfortunately it doesn't work from the house, from the inside to keep you in. Only keeps you in the lines on the outer edge. That one. So that's saying that those straps right there are black, but these straps are red. I don't know if that's just the shadowing or what, because they do have some points of real strong, just black shadow. Okay. I think that's pretty much all the red. I'll have to find another picture for a little bit color reference on the nose, because that might be reddish. I don't know. This bang, there's that edge. That. Okay. And again, I guess I'll do red, red, here's a red. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do another cookie mask. There we go. So his is a little bit different. So I'm not entirely sure. So he has a different color. I want them together. Okay, actually, there we go. Nope, exactly what it was. It's a small picture. Actually, let's close that. And a lot of it's just fan art, which is making this a little bit more difficult. But he is like a more tan kind of color. Is the gist of what I'm getting from these. This is probably really good. So, close that. Kill that, minimize that. Yep. Okay. Bring up all my other jump over here and then back there. Okay, now we're okay. All right, let's grab. Drop this all the way back down. No, didn't want to move. There we go. Okay. We'll just jump back. No. There. Okay. So let's see. Two. Okay. So this is gonna be red. And okay, so I assume I'm just gonna make these red. Might change T-bones later to be red. Although it did show it in black, that was probably shadow, because they do hardcore black shadow for something. But we'll see. Okay, let's zoom in real quick. We'll erase out a little overlap. Push back. Okay. What? So I am seeing some little spots that I messed up on, or went a little too far on. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Guess we could do a quick blue pass. Yeah. And we're going to duplicate that layer. We're going to do blue. And then we're going to okay. Grab that. I'm going to drop this underneath so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. And that pop color is going to be black, so that's fun. You don't have to worry about going over the red because it's going to be behind it, and that's going to be a white shirt, which is interesting. Actually, no, that right there, that is going to be black. And the helmet will be blue. All right. I think we're just gonna. Okay. Let's hit that. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Real quick, just stick oil. Okay. Erase that out. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right, so I don't know where it put those dots. Probably on a layer I shouldn't have put them on. I really have no idea. Ah, there. Okay, so jump over here. Less of those. And, oh, no. Don't do that. Okay. Good. Colors. Okay. All right. So, okay. I have that. There we go. All right. So that is actually going to do it for now. I gotta go get ready for stuff. Made some good progress. I'm happy with where we're at right now. Got the uniforms flat color down. I just don't have a lot of time to sit here and do the rest of the flat colors, even though it's not that long of a time to do it. It's just I gotta get ready. But let's see. Yeah. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. You can follow my Instagram and stuff for progress, my work in progress stuff down there. There's the information there, my Twitter, my Instagram. Yeah, I'll post this there. Post this thing over here. I'll be posting that work in progress shot there and momentarily, and I hope everyone comes back again. If you are an artist and you are in the United States, I do have a tablet giveaway going. You can find the link in my bio on my Instagram right there. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, everyone, and I'm here Mondays and Thursdays 11 a.m. Pacific time to probably a little bit earlier than now. I'm almost 2 hours in now, but thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys next time. And until then, I'll see you later.